Alrighty, it's your boy Zuxus, and we're back with another Goddess of Victory Nikke video. And today we're going to be doing a showcase on a fan favorite, which is Harran. I know early game, when the game first dropped, people were re-rolling for her as well, her and Scarlet, if not just her. Because again, we didn't have Modernia back then. We didn't have a lot of characters back then that we have now. Well, we didn't really get much that came out recently, but we didn't have Modernia, right? So essentially, she was the best, second best DPS in the game. That's why people would reroll for her. She still is very good, top 3 DPS in the game. Is she worth rerolling? Not really, especially since we have Modernia now. But if you want to, you could still use her. Like, she still does damage, but it's just better to have Modernia or Scarlet, right? One of the two, if not both, eh? But let's talk about what she can do here. So, I do have her invested somewhat. She's 544. Probably going to keep her there because she's not a character I really use as much anymore. Right? I had her from like early on in the game. That's why. But she is star 1. I don't even remember getting her star 1. But let's talk about what she can do. So, her first skill has a 25% chance of activating when attacking. Virus transfer consistently deals, or not consistently, constantly deals 13.68% attack as damage for every 1 second for 5 seconds. So it's just like a debuff essentially, damage over time, literally. Dot damage, what it is. Activates when an enemy effective with virus transfer is killed. Affects 2 nearest enemy units. So basically, if she kills somebody with this virus transfer, 2 other enemies will get the virus transfer, which is, again, 13.68% of attack as damage for every 1 second for 5 seconds. On level 5, of course. So there is that. Again, she only has a 25% chance. And it is good, though, because it doesn't say when she kills, right? It just says activates when an enemy affected with virus is killed, right? So if anybody is killed with that virus, 2 other people will get it, and it kind of can just go like that. I don't know if this stacks, though, right? So let's say, for example, one character has this virus, right? Or one enemy has this virus, and they die, and 2 other characters get the virus, right? Is it just like a chain reaction? Right? Is it gonna be like when those 2 die, or if one of those 2 die, it goes to the other 2 and the other 2? Like, that is, if it goes like that, then yeah, I could see why she's very, very broken, right? Because that's gonna be nice. It's literally just damage over time for the whole game, literally. Her second skill activates attacking with full charge. With the full charge, right, it affects herself. She gains the pierce for 1 round. So one of her shots, I guess, will be a pierce attack, and then her crit rate is increased by 2.21% for 1 round. Nothing really crazy. Activates when killing an enemy. Increases attack by 2.26, I guess, percent, and then stacks up to 15 times and lasts for 10 seconds. So it's not that bad. Would you really need to increase this skill? Not really. I mean, at level 4, it's 2.26%. But she gets it when she does kill an enemy, so you could level up the second skill. That first skill, probably you don't need to do it either. I mean, it's just going to increase the dot damage. But then you probably want to increase her ultimate, right? Deals 749.25% of attack as damage to all enemies, right? So very, very good. In terms of her thing here, I just gave her the Onslaught cube, charge damage, right? Because she's going to be fully charging. But yeah, let's take her into content. We're not going to bring her with Modernia, because if I bring her with Modernia, Modernia is just going to shine. So, we're not really going to take her with Modernia. We're probably just going to replace Modernia and put her in. And keep the same team, right? Since Polly does give us the attack boost, right? We want to have the attack boost from these other guys here. So, yeah, let's take a look. I want to see, like, can I see the debuff on the enemies? Right, she has a 25% chance of proccing it. Thing is, she's a sniper, right? So it would be, I think it would have been better if she was a rocket launcher, because it would have like the explosion range, I guess. But she's a sniper, so every time she uses 1 bullet, she has a chance of proccing it. And I don't know if she procced it or not. So let's take a look, because she has something here. So what's the skill called? No, so I have no idea if she procced it, because she doesn't gain anything from it, right? So I don't know if she procs the debuff or not. And it doesn't show over the enemies, right? I don't think it does, at least. But look at the damage here. Wait, she did, okay, she's at 400k right now. She's gonna attack now, And then that went up to 1 point. Wow, she had 1.4 million. Wow. 1.4 million. That's pretty good. That's pretty good. To be fair, we do have the attack buff from Privity and from Poly, but it doesn't change anything. That's an AoE too, right? So that's gonna be good for like just these like mob bosses handling that. Okay, I think somebody has the debuff, right? I think somebody has the debuff because I see someone is taking damage there, right? They're not getting hit, but they're losing HP here. This enemy right here. So I think we got the debuff, but let me see. Like, I wish it said, what's it called? Like, she got it off, right? Because it doesn't tell us that she procced it or anything like that because it's a debuff on them. And it doesn't tell us the debuff for the enemies, right? Unfortunately. Right? But it is working there. You can see this guy's losing damage or some HP. So, oh, no, he's getting hit right now. But he was losing HP before. Okay, who is she even attacking first off? She's going after this guy. And I think he's losing HP, yeah. He's losing HP over time. Wait, so she should get an attack buff, right? No, she doesn't get an attack buff. It just does damage over time. So yeah, there's no way to actually tell if she's getting it off or not, unfortunately. At least I don't know if there's a way. I'm not seeing it right now besides actually looking at their HP bar. But again, she does do damage, right? She is doing damage. She's a sniper. She's at 7 million by herself. And she's the only real DPS here. I mean, we have Privity. But I would say, like, Privity's only job is to give us the attack buff, realistically. I mean, that's what I think, at least, right? But, yeah, she's doing a lot of damage there. Very good damage there for someone who's not, like, you know, crazy built. But if we can get that... Oh, we didn't get it last second. But she did a good job there, right? She did a great job there. Privity did 3.8. She did 8.9, my bad. Again, that's not crazy numbers because of how my Harran is built. But in general, that's pretty good considering she's a sniper and she was the only DPS. Alright, obviously she wasn't going to die with someone like Pepper and Polly on the team. She wasn't going to die at all. But, I mean, even just in that stage originally, she would have never died. But it is pretty good. It is pretty good. You know what? I'm going to actually... Yeah, it's pretty good, right? Obviously, she's still a very good DPS. Do you need a reroll for her? Probably not. You don't really need to reroll for her. Only because there's better characters you can reroll. Like before, it was only Scarlet, right? But now it's Scarlet and Modernia, who are both programs as well, right? So it's like, why reroll for her when you can reroll for Modernia or Scarlet? Or both, right? There's no point of like, I mean, you could reroll for her if you still want to, because again, she's not bad. But it's just, I just feel like, especially now that Modernia is in the game as well, it's just kind of a waste if you only try to go for Harran, since they're just way better. But again, still very good. I only wish that they showed like this affecting, like, because again, it just deals damage, right? It doesn't have no way of showing us if she actually got it off or not, so we will never know. She does gain the pierce though, after she's a full charge, right, for 1 round, so that's pretty good. Very good. She basically has pierce the whole time, right? She has pierce the whole time, right? If she fully charges, she boom, pierce for that 1 round bullet, right? Which is nice. So very, very good unit. Very, 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 very good unit. Damage is great. Character is great. Design is great. Very, very nice character. Definitely a must upgrade. If you have no other better options, right? If you have better options, then don't upgrade. But if this is your best DPS, then you probably should upgrade her. At least to level 5s of all her skills, right? So that's going to be it for the Harran showcase. And I'll see you guys in the next one. I'm out. Peace.